Hello and welcome to Wyckoff Training Academy. Let me do my setups. So choose black. Just give me a minute. You're good to go. So welcome to Wyckoff Training Academy. This is a series of training for the people who have, or for the traders who have opted for my indicator or set of indicators, you can say. So as you can see, I have two windows of Euro USD on Honda. So this is the live chart. So my first thing which I would be doing is I would be comparing. These are the normal set of indicators which normally all the traders or most of the traders are using, like ICT concept, smart money concept. So first thing which I want to clarify is that for ICT and smart money, I'm using Lux Algo because as being a coder, what I believe in is Lux is one of the finest coders available for buying. So it gives him a benefit, and most of all, when it comes to complex things and coding complex things, I don't advocate, but I find his work to be up to the mark. Wherein, being a coder myself, I understand it is very difficult to compute and graphically represent complex things. So having said that, here I'm not promoting any of the product by any specific person, but as far as smart money and ICT's concepts are concerned, I find his work up to the mark. So for sake of explanation, I'll be using this two code by Lux, and rest is EMA, SMA. These are all technical indicators available with TradingView. And after that, RSI is also a technical indicator available with TradingView. MACD is also a technical indicator available with TradingView. So having said that, we'll start with blank canvas as usual. So I'll hide other indicators of mine also. As to begin with, we are focusing only on Wyckoff Training Academy, Quadris Wyckoff Training Academy. WTA stands for Wyckoff Training Academy. Dash Wyckoffian tape reading toolkit. Valerio is one of my traders who has opted for this system. So it is just like I named it for his reference, and version 109. So we'll begin with what difference does it make? Like if a trader is using normal candlestick, and one more thing, all these indicators can be used either on candlestick, either on bars, it doesn't matter. But for only candles, there has to be like this, there is one small setting which a trader has to do for getting this candle colors. Though it can be coded, but I don't want custom made candles to be coded, so that it will create a second doubt in the mind of the trader whether we are getting the real data or not. So there is one setting which is to be done in the normal candlesticks, wherein you will get this red and green and yellow and white and hollow candle, or you can say black candles plotted on the chart. So first thing first, what is the difference between viewing or observing normal candles or normal bars if compared with this indicator, tape reading toolkit version 109 or 109? What is the difference? What difference does it make in your trading, or will it make in your trading? Because as I told you in my previous videos, if you have watched my videos on YouTube, so please bear with me. Sessions would be of, I'll try to make it compact, like for 15-20 minutes, but sometime the session might be of half an hour also. So as these are all training sessions, so I want each and every student of mine, if you want to use and if you want to explore and if you want to understand the full potential of this, whatever systems which I'm going to share, please watch entire video at least for 5 times. Then later on you can skip to the part which interests you most. So this is what, this is the live market of Euro USD. This thing doesn't limit itself to Forex, crypto, or indices, or stocks or commodities. The thing which I have coded, tape reading toolkit, is universal because it works on the phenomena or uh, one rule of Wyckoff, which is demand and supply. So as you all know, or most of the people who are watching this video might be aware of Wyckoff. If you are not aware of Wyckoff work and his contribution to trading, do some research, Google it, or you'll find many introductory videos or training material available on YouTube. If you don't know, if you want to go for a detailed training of Wyckoff, you can go for my course, or you can find other courses as well. There are many contributors, many people who have uh, done good research and shared many videos on YouTube. So having said that, let's start with the tools which I have to share with you. First thing is tape reading toolkit. So coming back to our basic point, a basic question, what is the difference? Why to go for this particular tool? Why to go for tape reading toolkit version 109? What is tape reading? And why should I, or why should, being a novice trader, why should I go for a tape reading toolkit? Normal candlestick is also sufficient for me, because how a normal candlestick is uh, computed or graphically represented is simple. When open, when close is greater than open, it is a bullish candle. When close is less than open, it is a bearish candle. So this is, and when close is equal to open, it is a normal candle, or you can call it as, it happens very rare. It's a rare occurrence, but if you will search, you will find out it's a neutral candle. For me, it is neutral candle. So these are all bullish, and red stands for bearish candle, and this stands for bullish candle. So one of my member, he asked me, I don't use bar charts, I use only candles. So using it on candlesticks or bar, it will not make any difference. The only difference will it make for the people who understand candlesticks, and for the people or for the traders who understand bar analysis. Bar analysis is completely different to candlestick analysis. Candlestick analysis is basically dependent on identifying particular candlestick patterns. There are numerous candlestick patterns which are available in our, mostly, I think more than 80 or 90, 80 or 85% of people use candlestick, and the rest of the people, they use either bar analysis and or Rinko or Heikenhashi or other analysis or other form of analysis. So having said that, so this would be, I'm going into like a detail kind of analysis, so that you should be able to understand the difference between, so that you'll be in a better position to understand and use the tools or indicators to the fullest of its, like, to its potential. So first thing first, comparison between candlesticks and this toolkit. So what this toolkit is all about, why to use it, what it has to offer apart from, or if you compare it with other indicators. First thing, this is my baby. By that I mean I learned Wyckoff method around, I guess, 2004, I think 4 or 5. So though I was into the market from 2002, I incurred heavy losses, and then I stumbled upon, in those days I did some web research for the system, or what we normally say, why I lost my money. This was the main guiding force for me, because I thought, if I'm losing money, there is somebody on the other side of the table who is making money. So this is a common thing which every trader goes through and has to go through. Nobody comes into the market and he becomes a winner. Somewhere down the line, he start as a loser. Some of them, they go for they start with an objective like to be on the winning side of the table, but due to a lack of motivation, or due to lack of guidance, or due to lack of self motivation, or their condition or circumstances, they live in between and skip trading, and they come to a conclusion that it's not my cup of tea. So unlike any other trader, I started my journey with a huge loss, which was huge for me at that point of time. And that loss was my guiding force. So having said that, losing money introduced me to various things, and I started doing research on multiple indicators. Like, unlike any other trader, I used SMA, RSI, MACD, and moving averages, exponential, smooth, simple moving average, and other forms of moving averages, multiple crossover combinations, and all the stuff. So the reason for I'm sharing these things with you, because you should understand I've been through all the phases, unlike any normal trader. So I haven't left any stone unturned. I've run from pillar to post to understand how to bring myself on the winning side of the table, or how to enter the club of winners. So in this quest, I invested a lot of money, lot of time, lot of efforts. Then in the year 2004, I guess, I came across with a guy named David Weiss. So initially I watched just some tutorials, and later on I started learning from him. So it was a good journey, excellent journey. So he introduced me to Wyckoff method. By the time before that, I was well acquainted with Elliot, work of Elliot, GAN. I made many good system based on GAN and Fibonacci, like golden ratio is like 0.618, and his work. So I was quite fascinated with GAN. So the reason behind that is uh, I'm a statistical and mathematical kind of person. So I believe in mathematical and like logic, which is backed with by statistical or mathematical calculations. So these are like I never was fascinated by or inclined towards any normal theories or any findings by any new people. I want some concrete evidence. So that made me uh, to study Elliot because he has some sound base. He's not a Elliot work cannot be called as a theory. It is a complete methodology in itself. So when it comes to a methodology, theory and methodology is both the things are different. Theory and methodology, theories have like they might have some limitations, but method means these are all time tested things. So the same goes with GAN, the same goes with Fibonacci. And during my quest for while for understanding Elliott, GAN, and Fibonacci, I was introduced to Davies' work, which later on introduced me to Wyckoff. So when I studied Wyckoff, I correlated these things with Elliott, GAN, and Fibonacci. The reason being said is as I told you like sometime back, I'm not interested in theories. Like there are some people who are coming into the market and they are coming up with some theories and they are because as far as my understanding is concerned, like I've spent more than 15, 16 years in the market. So I've seen more summers and more winters and more uh, twists and turns in the market. So what I believe is theories has some limitations. And one of the major limitation to theories is that when after certain time elapse, like for example 10 years or 20 years or XYZ name number of years, the efficiency, efficacy, and accuracy of that particular theory or theories, it depreciates or it stops giving what you can say the result which it used to give 10 years or 20 years prior. So this is the drawback of or limitation of theory. So that's the reason this one point helped me a lot in quantifying and differentiating between theories and methods, because method it keeps on fluctuating from time to time, but there is you can come up with an equilibrium with it. So having said that, this is what I found in Elliott, Gann, Fibonacci, and Wyckoff. So I'll not compare theories and all this stuff, but this is how I understood market. Now, having said that, if I say to you like I have spent 15 years or 16 years in the market, so how come a normal trader would ask like, Kadri, how come you have analyzed any like theories on all this stuff for like, and you're talking about 10 to 15 years or 20 years of um, life cycle or whatever, what like after 20 years or 10 years, any theory does not generate same kind of results. as it used to give 10 to 15 years or 20 years back. The reason being said is that what made me like come up to that conclusion is like I'm kind of like I'm more into a research and development kind of a person. So the reason I'm explaining more about myself is that you'll come to know why I have come up with this one and why this thing works like anything in today's market, because it will generate result a hell lot of consistent results based on understanding the profile of the creator. So that's the reason I want you people to understand my profile, because whenever anything comes to me, I do forward and backward testing. So I'm like, as I said earlier, I'm more kind of a statistical mathematical kind of a guy. So I take some samples, I do sampling, and based on that sampling, I do the research and I come up with the conclusion which is quantifiable, logical, mathematically, and statistically satisfied, or statistically it can satisfy me whatever parameters I'm setting in. So having said that, this tool, like I was introduced by David to Wyckoff, and because you cannot digest the entire original work of Wyckoff, you know, you want to, or you need a person who can explain you what exactly the Wyckoffian work means, because as I normally say in my training, it's my uh, common say, you can say, if you want to compare a life of a trader, you can compare it with the life of a pilot. Unlike any pilot, the salary, designation, and whatnot of a pilot depends upon the flying hours of experience he has. Number of flying hours, if he has more number of hours of flying experience, his salary, his resignation, and everything will increase. His perks will increase. Same goes with the trader. If you know and if you understand and if you have bought a concept, the number of live market hours observation you have, that will decide how much you're going to earn in the market. So having said that, this thing can only be attained under the guidance of a tutor, a trainer who knows his uh, trade in and out. So I found David to be very, very sound in his saying, because as he was very, very much aware about Elliott and Gann and other methodologies. So he was in a better position to explain his student about what Wyckoff has to offer. So having said that, what resonated with me during the entire quest of my learning, as far as Wyckoffin method is concerned, demand and supply. The correlation between demand and supply. Because until this day, any transition which is taking place between any human to human has to do something to either with demand or either with supply. So unlike any business, trading is also a business which is taking place between human to human. Now, having said that, there are many people who come into debate into this one, like, sir, we have electronic boards and not AI and all this stuff taking orders up on behalf of, or they are initiating orders, boards are taking orders. So how come you're talking about human to human transaction? One thing, the reason for Wyckoff being profitable till this time is one point which I like to emphasize on, is that you cannot compute all the Wyckoff, you cannot formalize, or you cannot make a entire program based on Wyckoff, because there is subjectivity into it. You have, because a trader has to apply his own intellect, and it depends upon the different, like, difference between people to people understanding. So when it comes to using your intellect or your intelligence or your observations, that differs from person to person. So first thing, it cannot be computed, it cannot be programmed fully. Second thing, when it comes to if somebody is saying, sir, this is, there are many boards and all this technical kind of things, and AIs are involved into trading, so how come it is business, human to human business? The simple answer to this question is, like, you are the person who are giving command to the computer or a bot or an AI. You're giving options to them, and based on your given options, they're initiating trades on your behalf. So if you have given third three options, they will only look into a trading situation wherein if anything fits into this three criteria, they will not think beyond these three things. But you being a human, there are like n number of things which you can think of, or n number of combinations, n number of options, or n number of situations. So that is the difference. You are the person, like, at the end of the day, it is a human to human transaction. That's the reason we have many people losing and many people winning, or less people winning or many people are losing. That's the difference. So I hope this makes things clear to you. I hope, like, I think many people will feel like, sir, this is like kind of a soapbox, but I love sharing my experience in a different perspective so that it appreciates your learning. So I'm in this session, I have explained about what this. I've just touched on the few features or feel like basic of what this tool and how to compare it, and what is the comparison between normal candles, normal charts or graphical representation, and this kind of representation. Now we'll dwell into details of what this tool is all about, what difference does it make or it will bring into your trading, and how it will appreciate your trading, as now you have understood uh, what my profile is and what I am into. So this will help you in understanding what I bring for everyone on the table, and understand it in detail. So having said that, I'll stop this session over here, and I'll, from next session, I'll try my level best to cut short the sessions for 10 to 15 minutes and upload it accordingly, so that you will be able to watch the videos in series format, and it will make your task easier. So before ending, I'll like to touch upon some of the Wyckoff things which I learned and which fascinates me till this point. The universal law of demand and supply, the universal law of effort versus result, and universal law of cause and effect. These are the three laws which Wyckoff emphasized on. Other things which is sign of strength and sign of weakness, or buying and selling setups, all these stuffs which is normally taught by many tutors or many Wyckoffian experts, like VSA, Gary, David used to train people also on. Like there are many people like Hank Rudin and all these other people who have contributed into training people around those lines. So everybody has their own unique way of teaching and unique things to add upon, like Tom Williams, and they have come up with very beautiful thing like VSA, volume spread analysis, which was a new buzz in the market, and people were like very much benefited from the VSA thing kind of thing. So these things came up later on, but the basic foundation of Wyckoff work was these three things: demand and supply, effort versus result, and cause and effect. So whatever I learned from later on from David and other mentors as well, one thing stuck with me, which was demand and supply. So what I did, I learned, I adapted it, then I improvised. So what you're going to see, or what in future you're going to get from me, is original Wyckoff work, which is improvised by me, because I also received Wyckoffian information from David, and then from David I'm trying to pass it on to coming generation. So whatever you're going to get from me is like, it is an improvised version that fits into current era or current century, you can say. So having said that, I'll stop my session over here and see you on the incoming sessions. And if you have any questions pertaining to whatever I've said, you can ask me in the comment box, or uh, there are Telegram channel link given in the description. You can join our group, and then there you can ask. So thanks a lot, and thanks for watching this video, and see you in other parts of the training.